So you really have to love Marsha Blackburn. She is the senator over there at Tennessee, the great state of Tennessee. She's doing a great job on getting to the bottom of all this wishy-washiness going on with Epstein. So we know when he offed himself, we knew there was going to be a whole floodgate of conspiracy theories that were going to come out of that. But Fox News, they're doing what they can. I know they were saying that he committed suicide, which is the general consensus. But of course, if you're watching YouTube, you probably don't believe that. But really what's interesting is this Senator Blackburn, she is grilling the FBI Director, Christopher Wray, as well as Dick Durbin, a senator, a Democrat. And she is probably wondering why it seems that these two men are covering for Epstein.
Chairman Durbin, can I ask you a quick question? Why won't you subpoena Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs?
So who are you?
Hillary Vaughn with Fox.
With Fox, of course. I don't know anything about his flight logs.
But why won't you subpoena them? Why don't you want to know?
I don't know the issue. I know who Epstein was, but I certainly don't know anything about the issue.
Well, he was charged with sex trafficking, so why don't you want to know who was utilizing his private plane?
Never been raised by anyone.
Senator Blackburn has wanted to subpoena them, and there hasn't been a vote in your committee.
Said a word to me, not a word.
But aren't you curious, like, what high-profile or powerful people might be closeted predators and pedophiles? Doesn't that concern you?
Of course.
So why won't you subpoena them if you can?
It's the first time anyone has raised it. Thank you, Fox.
So are you curious about it? Will you do it?
They're giving all these wishy-washy answers saying that, oh, well, I wasn't aware of this. Oh, that's been a long time since I've looked into this case. At least Christopher Wray said that. With Dick Durbin, he was totally evasive in such a way that was very suspicious. So it makes me think that somebody somewhere, maybe in the Democratic Party, is telling him to keep his mouth shut and don't give him anything.
Senator Blackburn, before you leave, I want to make a point for the record, since I understand you made some statements about the Jeffrey Epstein flight logs. There's a Fox reporter in the hallway who asked me about this, and I said I had not spoken to you one time about this issue. I think you'll back me up on that. I'm not mistaken. I didn't know that this was even a subject of your amendments, which, if you'll recall, you were the first on the list until the 2-hour rule was invoked. I don't know anything about this request on your part. I'll be happy to discuss it with you. But I haven't done any discussion with you to this point, correct?
Mr. Chairman, I know, and I think you're fully aware that I had 2 amendments, one dealing with Epstein and Sotomayor. I brought it up previously.
I have to confess I didn't know that you'd offer that amendment. Happy to discuss it with you, but I want to point on the record. You and I have never personally discussed this, have we?
We talked briefly on the floor at the
You never
conclusion.
mentioned what the subject matter of your amendment was. You said you wanted to offer your
In
amendment.
committee, I brought up the subject matter of my amendments.
Not in my
3
presence.
weeks. I seek recognition.
Senator Blackburn?
Since we're in the business of issuing subpoenas now, here are a few more that I've filed. A subpoena to Jeffrey Epstein's estate to provide the flight logs for his private plane.
Thank you, Senator. When I recognized you, I didn't know what subject you wished to speak to. As I announced at the beginning, the first thing we'll consider the 2 judicial nominations, then we will move to the subpoena.
And really what Marsha Blackburn's trying to do is get these flight logs. These flight logs are going to have these names on them. And probably they're people that are very rich and very powerful, very well connected in politics. And the unfortunate thing is this is a very corrupt type of situation we got going on here. So we already know the FBI has already been weaponized and to be political, and really a lot of what they do, unfortunately, at this day and age is not really in the best interests of the American people, because it's really, the FBI should be doing law enforcement. They shouldn't be doing political ventures, investigating, let's say, pastors at Catholic churches, or going around and seeing if there is a right-wing guy that they don't like, and they're going to go take a look at that, and then totally help Hunter Biden with his laptop situation and help Biden get elected that last election cycle. It doesn't make any sense. We can't trust the FBI, unfortunately. They'll have to be revamped and have a new staff in there because it's really gotten out of hand.
The last few weeks, I've been demanding some answers on Jeffrey Epstein's crimes and trying to get these flight records. What specifically has the FBI done to investigate the claims that Epstein's and others participated in, produced, possessed, and distributed CSAM?
As to the Epstein case specifically, I will tell you it's been a while since I looked at that case.
Should those logs be made public? They've been heavily redacted.
Well, as I said, it's been a while since I looked at the specific case. I can tell you that we've been increasing year over year, both the number of agents focused on these kinds of cases, the number of victims we've rescued. And so onto the specific case, let me offer to have let me get with my team and figure out if there's more information we can provide.
And I think this video of these judicial hearings, it's very disconcerting. So what do you think? Be sure to comment, get involved in the conversation. And then also don't forget to like and subscribe for additional content to come.